My name is Lindsay Rice. I'm owner of Rogue Valley Zipline Adventure, and I was born and raised in the Rogue Valley. So in 2012, Ben and Jade, the owners of Rogue Rafting Company, reached out with an idea, and little did they know, I had already wrote down zip, dip, and sip, not knowing who we'd be working with, and the concept was born for ziplining, lunch, whitewater rafting, and wine tasting.
So the Zip, Dip, and Sip tour is basically a full-day adventure where you get to experience 3 of people's favorite things to do. You get to go ziplining, whitewater rafting, and wine tasting, all day long adventure.
The Zip, Dip, and Sip tour starts out with parking at Rio Vineyards in the morning. The zipline guides will then pick you up, go over what you would like for lunch. You'll fill out a lunch menu, and then we take you to the zipline park for about 3 hours of ziplining. It's going to be 5 zip lines on a progressive course, and we bring you to Laurel Hill Golf Course for the lunch portion, where Rogue Rafting Company will pick you up for approximately 3 hours of whitewater rafting.
And the cool thing about this stretch, a lot of people are a little bit nervous about hitting Class 4 rapids, but this stretch that we do during the Zip, Dip, and Sip has a great progression. It's going to start out on flat water with a little bit of current, so that kind of eases everybody's nerves right at the start. We'll practice paddling, hanging on, that kind of stuff. And then get into some little Class 1 rapids, so just some little splashy waves. Then it progresses into some Class 2s, which means everybody's going to start getting wet. Everybody's going to be paddling a little bit harder. And it's not till midway through the trip where we hit the first Class 4 rapids. So usually by then everybody's pretty excited about it. Definitely feeling more comfortable being in the boat, and gets that first thrill of the Class 4. And then shortly after that is our biggest rapid of the day, Tillamook Falls or Powerhouse, and that one always gets people wide-eyed and pretty excited at the bottom of it to kind of celebrate that they made it. You know, we're finishing up the whitewater rafting with them, so they've had a pretty long day of excitement. So they're usually looking kind of like, woo, look like they've had an adrenaline rush basically all day long, and they are definitely ready for some wine tasting. So Del Rio Vineyards is a great spot. Living right here in Gold Hill, this is kind of a go-to spot for me and my family to come to. They got this great backyard here. They do some great music back right here on this stage. It's just a nice, cool spot to wind down in the evening. My favorite wine is probably the Pinot Noir, but in the summertime, definitely the Rose Jolie, because they serve it chilled and is definitely a little more refreshing than red wine on a hot day.
The 5 zipline course starts out with a zip close to the ground, and they progressively get longer and higher as you go, moving below the canopy, through the canopy, over the tops of the trees, and then across a large ravine over a 1/4 mile across with beautiful views of the whole valley. This year our team won #1 fan favorite destination in Oregon, and over the years we've won numerous TripAdvisor Traveler Choice Awards, and that is our greatest honor, to be awarded something from people that have been out and experienced what we're offering. And the award is based off of our customer reviews of them having a good time. That just means the most to us. The zipline guides at Rogue Valley Zipline Adventure are experts in their field. They are all certified and go through a college course, Zipline Skills Level 1, and many of them have worked for Rogue Valley Zipline for many years.
Most of the guides that work for Rogue Rafting Company have been guiding for years. We've got a couple guys that have been with us for 8 to 10 years. But yeah, all the guides are Swiftwater Rescue certified, which is a nationally known certification. And then we do a lot of in-house training on the specific stretches of river that we do. Just fun, professional guys to be around, which makes the job a lot more fun and seems to make the trips more enjoyable for the guests. If somebody's coming into the Rogue Valley, I would say the Zip, Dip, and Sip tour is gonna be the best one-day adventure that you can fit in. So the Zip, Dip, and Sip is gonna be the best thing for you, to be able to get basically 3 different things checked off of your bucket list while visiting the valley. Just a convenient way to really experience what Southern Oregon has. Rogue Rafting Company is actually going year-round. The Zip, Dip, and Sip tour does have basically a summertime window from Memorial Day to Labor Day. But we run rafting trips almost year-round. I think December was the only month we didn't raft last year. And then we also do guided fishing trips as well, all throughout the year, fishing for salmon and steelhead. Our trips range from a half day to 5 days, just depending on what you're looking for.
I've been serving on the Travel Medford Tourism Council for several years now, and I just really love being a part of the community and hearing all the new things that we have to offer in Southern Oregon. I was born and raised in the Rogue Valley, and I knew from a young age that I didn't want to leave. I love that it has 4 seasons, that there's theater, there's rivers, camping, rafting, wine, world's best cheese. There's just so many things about it that I love.
Yeah, so rafting in the Rogue Valley has been a big thing for years. The Wild and Scenic Rogue is a really famous stretch of river to do multi-day trips on. So people all over the world know about that stretch. And then we also get folks visiting from all over for other events like the Shakespeare Festival or Brit Festival or coming to see Crater Lake. So having whitewater rafting as an activity, an outdoor activity for people is really big for the valley. Just, you know, I think it makes it more of a draw. So the Rogue River is literally our backyard. We live right along the river, so we get to see the changes all throughout all the different seasons, get to see the water level fluctuate throughout the year, and that kind of determines what we're doing that time of year. Like I mentioned, we do whitewater rafting and fishing, and basically cover the whole river. You can start all the way up at Lost Creek Lake and float all the way down to the Pacific Ocean. And we do trips throughout that whole stretch, whether it's a half-day trip or a multi-day trip down through the Wild and Scenic section. So we basically spend every day of the year on the water, and I love it. I mean, I feel very lucky that that's what we get to do, and this is where we live. The Rogue is a very special river, unique river, and if people get a chance, they should definitely come check it out. So Rogue Rafting Company, you can go to rogueraftingcompany.com. Like I said, we also do fishing trips, so fishingoregon.com. And then you can find us on social media, both Facebook and Instagram. That's a great spot to check for any special trips we got coming up. We also got a YouTube channel that has some pretty cool videos of trips from the summer.
If you'd like to learn more about Rogue Valley Zipline Adventure or Rogue Rafting Company and the Zip, Dip, and Sip Tour, please visit our websites, rvzipline.com, or give us a call at 541-821-9476.